Hey guys, before we start, I wanted to give a big shout out to Memory Martin for help on this team. She's going to be a part of a charity event from September 21st through the 28th called the One Up Gaming Festival. As of me recording, she's not sure what days and times she'll be live, so make sure to follow her on Twitch when she does. She also shared her donation link for the event if you guys want to support the cause. With that, let's get started. Today, we're diving into the best team for Torterra and Pokemon Platinum. You guys showed a lot of love on the Infernape team, and Memory, as usual, crushed it with the testing and research for that squad, so we had to come back with another one. As always, the same rules apply. No trade evolutions, no egg moves, no post-game tutor moves, but we will be providing movesets, where to find said Pokemon, abilities if applicable, and of course any legendary you can get before beating the champion is fair game. With that said, let's see just how strong Torterra and the squad really are. Of course, leading the charge is our starter Torterra. This walking fortress brings massive attack, great bulk, and the power to shake the ground under its opponents. Sure, it's slower than the other Sinnoh starters, but it doesn't need speed when it hits like a truck and shrugs off hits with Wood Hammer, Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Crunch. You will be using Razor Leaf for the vast majority of the time though. Wood Hammer is learned via Move Relearner. Earthquake is learned upon evolution. Rock Slide is found via TM after getting Surf and going into Mount Coronet. And Crunch is learned via level up at level 45. Curse can be fun if you want to set up. That can be learned via level up at 17. Torterra dominates early matchups like Rourke's Rock types, mid-game threats like Maylene's Lucario and Wake's Quagsire, and even late-game challenges like Volkner's Electric types. For an item, Torterra would do great with the Soft Sand to boost Earthquake. Torterra's job is to be the anchor. It takes the hits other teammates can't, and punches right back with some of the strongest stab attacks in the game. It may not be flashy, but Torterra is your reliable tank that keeps the whole team grounded. Backing Torterra up, we've got one of the strongest early birds in the entire franchise, Staraptor. This Pokemon has been a fan favorite for years, and it's not hard to see why. Starly can be found literally in the first routes of the game, with its evolution Staraptor packing base 120 attack and blistering speed. Staraptor doesn't just fly, it destroys. With Fly for stab utility, Close Combat for insane fighting coverage, Return Stab, and Pluck for utility, Staraptor does it all. Fly is found in the Galactic Warehouse, Close Combat is learned at level 34, Return is learned via TM, which you can get right at the beginning of the game from Rowan, and Pluck is done from an NPC in Floroma Town. If you do not like secondary Fly Stab, you can always grab the Steel Wing TM located on Route 209 after cutting down a tree. For an item, I would give Staraptor the Silk Scarf. That can be bought at the game corner for 1,000 coins. Gardenia's grass types crumble to its flying moves. Maylene's fighting types get wiped out by aerial assaults, and even Aaron of the Elite Four can't stand up to Staraptor's raw offensive pressure. And the best part, Starly is literally, like I said, at the beginning of the game, meaning you have this powerhouse by your side the entire game. If Torterra is the anchor, Staraptor is the spear. You throw it forward, and it smashes through walls. Coming in as our third member, we've got Floatzel, and honestly, I kinda regret not picking Floatzel over Gyarados on the last best team. Don't get me wrong, Gyarados was amazing with the Gen 4 physical special split, but this time, I realized something crucial. Floatzel gets Crunch at level 26, and that alone is much better than what Gyarados gets to deal with Fantina. You will have to overlevel Floatzel a tad, but it's more than worth it for this battle in my opinion. So, I will say, Floatzel is the true winner of this debate, and I think it's the best water type to use in Platinum. Let me know down below if I'm wrong. Buizel can of course be found at the Valley Windworks. Its moveset is going to consist of either Ice Punch or Ice Fang, Crunch, Surf, or Waterfall, and if you want, you could even give it Rain Dance to boost its speed and power. Floatzel storms in as our dedicated Rain Sweeper, breaking through teams before they even knew what hit him. Ice Punch is learned via Move Tutor on Route 212. I will leave you guys a video down below of where to find Shards. Ice Fang is also an option if you want to move relearn that. Crunch, I mentioned prior. Surf is obtained by Cynthia's grandma and Celestic by progressing the story, and Waterfall is obtained after defeating Volkner and talking to Jasmine right before surfing to Victory Road. For an item, I would go with the Never Melt Ice. That way its ice attacks are powered up. That can be found in Mount Coronet. Floatzel freezes down Cynthia's Garchomp with ice coverage, shreds Flint's Infernape with water stab, and can outspeed just about everything once Rain dances up if you choose to go that route. Floatzel is the definition of speed control, ensuring this team never gets outpaced by faster threats. I would say most of the time, the rain isn't necessary. It's just fun to know it's a possibility with how much you can break the game with it. And to keep that offensive pressure rolling, our fourth member is Gallade. This blade-wielding knight is an absolute menace on the physical side. You'll want to snag a male Ralts before Houndoom City, and once it evolves, Gallade goes to work. You can find a Dawn Stone on Route 212 as a hidden item. With Brick Break, one of the elemental punches, plus Leaf Blade and Psycho Cut, Gallade's coverage is insane. Brick Break is found as a TM in Orberg Gate after getting the bike. The elemental punches are move tutored. Psycho Cut can be learned at level 31, and Leaf Blade can be move relearned. For an item, I would give Gallade the Expert Belt. That can be obtained on Route 221, and I'll just leave you guys a video on how to get that. If you need an answer to Crash Awake's Gyarados, Thunder Punch has you covered. Maylene's fighting types? Gallade resists them and fights back harder, if you can get Psycho Cut in time at level 31. Team Galactic's poison types? Psycho Cut deletes them on sight. And against the Elite Four, Gallade is flexible enough to slot into multiple fights, given you've got the right coverage. Gallade is your ultimate coverage weapon. No matter the situation, it's got a blade ready. For our fifth slot, we're bringing in some raw firepower, Houndoom. Not only does it look menacing, it plays the part perfectly as one of our special attackers. Houndour can be found on Route 214. For Houndoom's moveset, we've got Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, Thunderfang, and Iron Tail. Flamethrower is a TM that can be found in the Fuego Ironworks. Dark Pulse's TM can be found in Victory Road. Thunderfang is move relearned, and Iron Tail is found on Iron Island. Other than that though, Houndoom is ready to melt teams once it gets going. Candace's Abomasnow? Gone. Lucian's Psychic types? Sent packing. Even Aaron's Bug types won't stay in long on this thing. And let's not forget, it also covers Steel types that might wall Gallade. It's flashy, it's deadly, and it adds that much needed special offense to round out our core. For Houndoom's item, we're going with the choice specs. Those can be found in Celestic Town by talking to an NPC in the morning in the top left house. And finally, rounding out the team is Magnezone. This electric fortress locks down steel types while adding more bulk to the squad. Magnemite can be found at the Fuego Ironworks and can be evolved into Magnezone by simply just leveling it up once in Mount Coronet. With Thunderbolt and Flash Cannon for reliable stab, plus Light Screen and Reflect to support the whole team, Magnezone makes sure the rest of our team lineup can do their job safely. Thunderbolt can be taught as a TM from the Veilstone Game Corner, Flash Cannon is learned via TM after defeating Byron, and Light Screen and Reflect can both be bought as TMs from the Veilstone Department Store. It fries Candace's Frostlass, destroys Cynthia's Milotic, and it even shuts down Team Galactic's flying types, etc. Magnezone isn't just support, it's the glue of the team. It can play offensively when needed, but more importantly, it creates safe windows for sweepers like Floatzel and Houndoom to set up and win games. If Torterra is the anchor, Magnezone is the shield, keeping the entire squad safe while striking back when it counts. For an item, Magnezone will be using the Light Clay. That can be found in Victory Road after learning Surf. Now, let's talk about HMs, because we all know how annoying it can be to swap in a B barrel every 5 minutes. Luckily, this team handles it pretty smoothly. Torterra can cover Strength and Rock Smash if you need it. Staraptor, of course, gives you Fly. Floatzel is our Surf user and can also run Waterfall when you get it. Magnezone doesn't need an HM slot, so it stays focused on support. Gallade and Houndoom are better left as pure battlers. But if you're desperate, Gallade can take Rock Climb. And if you'd rather not teach your main team the extra stuff, you can always keep a Bibarel on the PC as a dedicated HM buddy for things like Cut and Rock Smash. Either way, this lineup keeps HM stress to a minimum while still covering everything you'll need to reach the Pokemon League. And that's the best team for Torterra in Pokemon Platinum. We've got bulk, speed, and we've got coverage for just about everything Sinnoh throws at you. Once again, huge shoutouts to Memory, because she played a lot in terms of getting this video done. Once again, I left her stuff down in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, let us know what starter you guys want to see next. And with that said, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.